This is the Flight Sim News for January 24th, 2020. So, there's a couple of sales going on right now. The guys over at IL2 are running one of their sales again, and the majority of the stuff that's on sale is 75% off. One hell of a deal. So, the very latest product, Battle of Bodenplot, I probably butchered that, but that's alright, is not on sale. You can pay regular price for that right now. However, Battle of Kuban, Battle of Moscow, and Battle of Stalingrad are all on sale for what appears to be 75% off. Not bad. $12.49 and $19.99 for each of those, the standard or premium versions. In addition to that, let's go over to the store. Battle of Normandy Premium Edition is up for pre-order at $10 off at $79.99. This one looks really, really cool. I really haven't been too into all the other, like Moscow, Stalingrad, Bodenplot. Those don't do a lot for me. This one really looks like it's going to be cool, and I might have to get into it more. I do have Battle of Stalingrad, and I like it, don't get me wrong, but I don't know, man. That whole Moscow front thing and the Russian side of everything doesn't do a lot for me. I want to fly the U.S. planes, and it looks like they're finally coming around to that with Battle of Normandy. In addition to that, if you look at the collector's planes, at the moment, the P-38 and the Dora are still full price, but if you scroll down, if you pre-order the Yak 9T, the Yak 9, or the Hawker Hurricane Mark II, which is really a cool British plane, it's kind of right up there with the Spitfire, those are on sale for $5 off to pre-order them. Instead of $19.99, they're $14.99. The majority of the collector's planes up until this point are about $5. This one is $5.74. The Spitfire is $4.99. The Henschel is $4.99. The LA-5 is $4.99. The BF-109 Messerschmitt G-6 is $4.99. The Ju-52 is $6.24. Yak 1B is $4.99. The P-40E is $4.99. The Aeronautica Mach-E MC-202 is $4.99. Focke-Wulf 190A3 is $4.99. And the LA-5 Series 8 is $4.99. Tank Crew, which is their tank simulation, is still in early access and it's $10 off right now. Flying Circus. This is a product of the Rise of Flight guys, which are the guys that are doing IL2 now, from what I understand. Have done a World War II flight sim again, and it is under the banner of IL2 Stormovik as IL2 Stormovik Flying Circus Volume 1. This hasn't been on sale at all up until this point, so now it's actually on sale for $20 off at $59.99 instead of $79.99. Might be a good time to jump in and check that out. Looks pretty cool if you're into the Red Baron Great War era biplanes flight sims. And then Cliffs of Dover Blitz is $6.24. And this does require Steam. All the rest of the ones directly from them can be run without Steam. However, at the same time, if you go over to Steam, you'll see that the Steam sale is going at the moment as well for IL2. And it looks like all the same stuff that's on sale over at the main IL2 page is on sale on Steam as well. It looks like IL2 isn't the only thing that's on sale this week. The DCS Lunar Sale continues. And that is pretty much the header of the news from Eagle Dynamics today. That is going until the 7th, or 27th, I'm sorry, which is Monday. And they still have that great deal, which is the Naval Warfare Bundle, which includes the F-18, the Supercarrier, and the Su-33. Pretty killer deal considering it's $59.99 on sale right now just for the F-18 alone. Definitely a good time to get the Hornet if you don't have it. Win the channel map. They've announced this contest. They've got a template that you can use, and basically It is to skin the Focke-Wulf 190A8 Anton. The winner of this contest will get a free copy of the upcoming DCS channel map. Pretty cool stuff. Some news about the open beta. It looks like early February we're going to get a 2.5.6 version. Progress on the P47D. Looks pretty cool. It says we are nearly ready to unleash the jug on DCS World. You know, I'm starting to look forward to this. I really am. The World War II stuff doesn't do a hell of a lot for me in DCS because IL2 seems like it's so much more fun at times. However, the aircraft look so much better in DCS. The realism level is through the roof compared to the IL2 stuff. The IL2 stuff is like fun, easier to play, I guess. And don't get me wrong, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. And IL2 has the lockdown on World War II, it seems. But it looks like the guys at Eagle Dynamics are up in their game, especially after the recent updates they've done to the Normandy 1944 map. And the announcements of all the stuff that they're doing. And there's more coming. So here we go with the P47D. Some cool images of that. The JU-88. Now look at these images. This one looks really cool, and it answers a question that somebody had. I'm going to be doing an interview with the guys at Eagle Dynamics here soon, and one of the questions I've asked viewers to give me questions, and they said that they want to know if there's ever going to be any standalone bombers. Well, this thing sure looks like one, doesn't it? And it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun. The V1 flying bomb is going to be coming to the World War II assets pack. Not bad. Searchlights are going to be added to the World War II assets pack as well. And these look pretty cool. Now, if only they can make nighttime in general look good in DCS, that might be something. So, in addition to this, all these screenshots that you see right here, any of this stuff can be found at any time by going to digitalcombatsimulator.com and then browse through their sections here, and you can see downloads and screenshots, and here we go. Now I've got bigger, more full-res versions of all of the screenshots we were just looking at. Pretty cool stuff. Look at the details on that thing. Man, if only I can just get good at these things, you know? I'll include a link to this section in the show notes as well. Oh, I almost forgot. In addition, if you go to Steam and you punch in DCS, you'll see that now the same sale that's going on the standalone version of DCS is going on over at Steam now too. So all you guys have been saying, hey man, why don't I have the version? Why don't mine on sale? Here it is. And I'm not sure if everybody knows this, but you do realize you don't have to use the Steam version. My understanding is there's a way that if you get a hold of Eagle Dynamics, they can port your Steam versions over to the standalone version. They just can't go the other way. So something to consider, because the I don't see a benefit to the Steam version. The standalone version usually has the sales way before the Steam version does too. So something to think about. You do have the choice. In other cool DCS news, well, maybe cool for some but not for others, Baltic Dragon has announced that the Raven 1 campaign, which is a collaboration between him, the author of the Raven 1 book, and Vincent Aiello, Jello, of the Fighter Pilot podcast, have all collaborated to create this campaign that makes use of the Persian Gulf map for DCS World. And they've announced that it's going to be for the supercarrier now. It's not going to be for the regular carriers that come with DCS. And their thinking is they want to bring the most realistic experience. It wouldn't be complete without living deck, ATC, and all the rest of the features. And one of their arguments is some of the launches, like Bandar Abbas, are huge and not possible to set up using currently available carriers. You simply cannot launch 10 to 12 aircraft in desired order with existing 4 parking spots. Fair enough, because that's the limitation of the carriers that they have now before the supercarrier. They also plan to make use of the additional facilities, blah, blah, blah. And the reason they're posting this now is the supercarrier is 50% off at the moment. So it's really a good time to get your hands on that. Well, 50% off if you own the Hornet. I think it's 25% off otherwise, but that's a pretty good deal. And not only that, if you don't own the Hornet, they do have that bundle going on right now, which is just a stupid crazy steal at like 64 bucks, man. Really cool stuff. Definitely a good time to consider the supercarrier if you want to use the Raven 1 campaign when it comes out. Cool stuff, definitely. In other DCS related news today, Razbam has announced that the BO-105 update entails basically that the partnership with Razbam and Miltech 5 was made official. We look forward to helping Miltech bring this awesome helicopter to the game. That is good news, because this BO-105 has been in the works for a long time now, and here are two of the new screenshots from it, which look really cool. Can never have enough helicopters in DCS world, right? In the last bit of news for this week, and this is not necessarily simulation, but it's lighter fare sim, if you ask me. The Arma stuff kind of reminds me of U.S. Navy fighters, U.S. Air Force, that kind of thing. It's based on fictional aircraft, but as you can see, you know, they call it the FA-181 instead of the FA-18. They've got carrier ops. They've got a plane called a Griffin. They've got a plane called a Shilka, I believe. And Arma's a lot of fun, and if you're looking for something light that looks really good, plays really good, takes advantage of HOTAS gear, and even utilizes head tracking with track IR support, it's not a bad option. It's definitely not as arcadey and dumbed down as, say, Ace Combat. It's definitely a few steps above that for sure. Not quite DCS by, actually not quite DCS by far really, but fun stuff nonetheless. And here's the clincher. It's $3.39 for the add-on, and I think the base game alone is like $8 on sale right now, so not a bad option. And then there's the helicopters. The tanks, all the different DLCs are on sale right now during the lunar sale that they're having, and tons of content and super fun stuff. They have a variety of their own fictional helicopters in this as well, and again, $3.39. The base game is like $8. If you're looking for something different that can be fun, and it mixes in carrying troops on the ground in a first-person shooter environment. So it's like Battlefield, if you will, only the Arma stuff has always been a lot more realistic in terms of ballistics and stuff like that. So that helicopter they just showed right there is a lot of fun to fly too. I've flown that before. Again, it's not as bad as Ace Combat, but it can be a lot of fun, and man, for $3 and something, not a bad deal. So what, like, eight something, let's say $9 and what, $3.39? Hell, even if it was $14 for the jets in the base game, that's a lot of fun to be had. And again, it does utilize HOTAS gear quite well, and it's a lot of fun with head tracking too. So that's it for this week, guys. Really can't think of anything else that's worth reporting on, but that does cover the flight sim news for this week. And I think this is something I may continue to do. That is, pending there's actually a reasonable amount of news worth covering. Because some weeks it's just not going to be this, packed full of news. We got lucky this week. So as always, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Feel free to hit that like button. And until next time, guys,